Hey Ross, where my money makes money, bulk buying. When you buy things in bulk, like multiple items of the same thing in bulk, or something that you usually buy maybe at an Albertsons, a Safeway, a Giant, or Kroger's, or QVC, or whatever grocery store that's in your state. You sometimes can buy that in a very large package for cheaper than the price you would at a regular grocery store. We're talking about Costco's, and we're talking about Sam's Club, and we're talking about Winco's, okay? We're talking about those three major grocery stores that you can buy a lot of items in bulk, right? So you can buy multiple of that item that's smaller or the same size for a little bit cheaper, or it's all contained in one container but bigger, and sometimes it's cheaper if you buy that same size in different packages in the regular stores that's around your neighborhood. So buy bulk sometimes, right? Because here's the thing. You have to be a very, very smart shopper because there's some things that you can buy in bulk that you're like, well, if I bought this individually, it would be cheaper, right? Because you'll look at how many ounces, what's the weight of it, etc., right? So let's take, for instance, I don't know, broccoli. No, broccoli's not a good, no, broccoli. Let's take, for instance, dog food, right? So at Costco's or Sam Club's or Winco, they may sell a 100-pound bag of Alpo dog food. But at your nearest grocery store, the only biggest bag they sell is 50 pounds. So you say, well, I'm just going to buy two 50-pound bags of Alpo instead of going all the way to Costco's or Winco's or Sam's Club because it's essentially the same price. So you go to one of those big warehouse stores and you look at the 100-pound bag of Alpo, and I'm just going to throw out an arbitrary number. It's $60, right? But you go to the store in your neighborhood and the bags are $22. So you get what I'm getting at? So it's cheaper sometimes not to buy bulk, and you should only buy bulk sometimes, not for every single thing. So I'm gonna give you a story a couple of years back when I went to Sam's Clubs in the Washington, D.C. area. I went to Sam's Clubs and I spent $300 on water, nuts, toilet paper, and frozen food. No one told me, no one briefed me, no one gave me the description of when you go in one of these stores that every single thing, well, 99% of it, right, comes in bulk. So I'm looking at my cart and I'm like, I have about 4 items. I spent $300. I'm like, I'm a single guy. I could have probably saved those things later on. Then come to find out, right, I buy cotton nail toilet paper most of the time. And I looked at the price for the toilet paper and I'm looking at it like, okay, I spent $40 on 30 something rolls, where if I would have bought it in the 12 pack or the 18 pack, I would have saved $3. And some of you say, oh man, $3 ain't nothing. Yes, it is something when you continue to buy in bulk and buy in bulk and buy in bulk. And the individual items, if you would have bought 2 of them for the same ounces, the same weight, is cheaper, right? Because multitude of items, if you were to save $3 for each bulk item you bought, who knows the amount? Because some of you go to these places, Winco, Sam's Club, and Costco's, and you spend $500 every 2 weeks or every month. And some of those items, if you just would do your research, would save $20 to $30. Now, can't you buy more groceries for $20, $30? Now, I know about this app, and this video is really not about the app. It's about buying bulk items sometimes. It's called Shop Savvy, and Savvy is SAVVY, and it compares prices to help you really to figure out what store should I buy this particular item from. But if you go to the nearest Safeway or the nearest Food Line or the nearest Kroger, do a price check. You know, you may be in there for only eggs and bread, but kind of just scour like, yeah, I got to go shopping next week. Look at the prices, look at the ounces, look at the weight, or take a picture of it. So when you go to Costco's, when you go to Sam's Clubs, when you go to Winco's, you're like, you know what? If I double this is cheaper if I bought a smaller package, if I bought 2 or 3 of them. You get what I'm trying to say? Because even when you buy those bulk items, you then got to do all the work and itemize it, right? Oh, let me put this in here because it's too big to fit here, and let me put the dog food in here, and let me put the cereal in one of these cereal holders because I can roll this up and put this back in. If you know what I'm talking about, give the video a thumbs up, because especially if you're single or if you're just with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or you're just with your husband or wife and maybe one small child or child period, You may not need to buy bulk for everything. You may need to buy bulk for certain items. You may need to buy bulk sometimes, because buying in bulk can be very expensive for things that you can actually get cheaper for the same amount, the same ounces, the same weight, if you was get it from your local grocery store. This is Ross World. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Ring the notification bell so every time I release a video, you see it first. And you may not want to buy light bulbs in bulk. I don't need 100 light bulbs. You live in a warehouse? I'm out.